Have you been learning English for months or maybe even years and still feel like you're not making the progress you want? I know, it's frustrating. It feels like you're just wasting your time and energy and you're anyway stuck. Well, today I'm going to share with you 5 powerful strategies that will help you to get the result that you've been working for by changing the way you think about learning. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karina, and why I'm the one who is talking about learning? Well, first of all, I want to say that I speak 5 languages, first three fluently: Romanian, Russian, and English. Fourth language is Turkish. I was learning it when I lived in Turkey, and right now I'm learning Indonesian as I live in Bali. So, yeah, I kind of know some things about learning efficiently, and beside that, anything else, if I want to learn, I also learn it quite fast. For example, last year I wanted to learn how to ride a bike because I wanted to live in Asian countries. So I did it, and right now I'm also learning how to play paddle, and I also see quite good results even after a few trainings. So if you're new here and you're interested in self development, learning something new, please subscribe for more. The first step, which is the most important one, is to set clear goals. If you want to achieve something, you should definitely know exactly what you want, because if it's not specific, well, you will not get there. And beside that, you should also understand why it's so important for you to do this. Let's say this example about Indonesian language, right? So my goal is to learn Indonesian language in 1 year to have, let's say, B1 level. That's my final goal. Why I want to achieve it? Because, well, first of all, I live in Bali, and it's totally different when you speak Indonesian to them rather than just English. Because when you just speak English, they look at you like a tourist, like a bully, and of course, they treat you the same way. And by speaking Indonesian, I'll be able to understand them, especially if I want to live here long term. So I understand what's my why and what's your why if you want to learn English or any other skill. You should be specific, because the more specific you are, the easier it will be for you to find this motivation when you don't have it. When you don't feel like you want to do anything, you will just look at your goal, look at your why, and you're like, yeah, I want to do this now. So, after you have a specific goal, you need to break it down into small steps and then divide the steps into, let's say, months or maybe weeks. And this way, you will not be stuck, because you will understand what you should do step by step. Like right now, I do this thing, then tomorrow I do another step, then next week it's next step. And this is the path, the way that will lead you to your goal. If you want to learn something efficiently, then of course, each of your steps should bring you a small result. Step by step, you will get eventually to your bigger goals. In most cases, people don't get what they want because they don't understand how to get there. So you just need to sit and make a plan first. Having this roadmap will help you to be motivated and focused at the same time. Second tip is create a consistent routine. Yes, this is really important. If you want to achieve something, you should be consistent. You should take steps, and not just whenever, but you should make a plan that which is also connected to your schedule. If you don't have something in your schedule, how you're going to achieve it? If you don't have during the day some specific time to learn English or any other skill, how will you do that then? Let's say if I want to get in shape, I definitely need to look at those two things, like eat healthily, and secondly, it's like going to the gym. And if I just eat junk food and then once a month go to the gym, of course, I'm not going to get in shape. I need to be consistent with my habits. And yeah, as I mentioned, habit, learning English or learning any other skill that you want should become your habit. So, in order to make it as a habit, you first of all need to make time for it. Probably you want to say right now, like, oh, but I don't really have time. No, it's not like you don't have time. You make time for those things that are important for you. Let's say if you can still make time for English or for anything else, which is your goal, maybe this goal is not relevant for you, and you just need to pick another goal. Consistency is the key. So before you do something, just open your calendar and make time for this. Believe me, it's gonna be much easier for you than to find this right time when you just know, let's say that every morning at 9 a.m. you read something in English, or maybe you watch something in English. You'll become more disciplined. And believe me, those people who are successful and who achieve their goals, they are also quite disciplined. Third tip is focus on one thing. Yeah, I know that nowadays we're more into multitasking and doing a lot of things at the same time, but believe me, if you want to get results, you should focus on one thing at a time. If you want to learn words, then just sit and learn the words. Please don't listen to the music, don't watch anything, or I don't know, talk to somebody. No, just let's say set the timer for 20 minutes and sit and learn, let's say, your flashcards. If you don't know what are flashcards, you can watch my previous video because I talked actually how to make a flashcard. So, yeah, you can check it out as well. I also remember that last year when I went to Vipassana, my meditation teacher also said like you should do one thing at a time because it also builds this mindfulness. Let's say if I'm walking, I should just walk and not, let's say, listen to the music at the same time. Or maybe if I want to drink, I should stop, open, drink, like close it, and then walk again. Like not doing two things at the same time because it also makes your brain really confused. I know that it's possible to do it at the same time, but believe me, there is no point of doing it. You think that you're saving time, but actually you're wasting not only time, but also your energy. Fourth tip, it's practice as much as you can. Let's say I want to learn how to drive a car. So if I'm just sitting and watching YouTube how other people drive the car, but I just don't go myself and drive the car, I will not learn how to do this. I will not get any result. I will understand roughly like the theory, but I anyway need practice to learn and then after this to be able to do it myself. If let's say I want to play paddle, what I should do is play paddle. Like not just watch. Of course, I can watch as something additional, but anyway, my main focus should be practice. I need to play, I need to get some trainings, I need to be there on the court playing and like having this racket in my hand. Otherwise, I'll not be able to play better if I don't play at all. And the same is with English. If you want to speak English, then you should open your mouth and speak. It doesn't come with, like, let's say, listening or reading. Yes, of course, it helps you, let's say, to increase your vocabulary, to understand how to make sentences. But anyway, if you want to speak fluently, then you should speak. And please don't wait for the right moment to start speaking. The right moment is right now. From the very beginning, even when you learn just hi, how are you already should go and practice. Every new sentence that you learned, practice, speak, pronounce it. I want to ride a bike, I should practice. I want to speak English, I should practice. I want to play paddle, I should practice. Everything comes with practice. So learn by doing things. And the last tip, number 5, is immerse yourself. Let's be honest, how much time a day do you actually use English? Well, if it's like 10-15 minutes, believe me, it will take you actually years and years to be fluent in it. So, what you should do is to bring more English into your life. Let's say if you like reading, then start reading in English. If you like watching YouTube videos, then watch it in English. TV shows, watch it in English as well. If you like journaling, then journal in English. Even if you go to supermarket and you need to buy some vegetables, then make this list in English. You can also switch your phone to English or maybe make some notes in English or let's say to-do list in English. Everything you do, you just do it in English. The more you surround yourself with the thing that you learn, the easier will be for you to learn it. I speak English fluently because I invested a lot of my time and effort in it. And those people who are beginners in English, they just started, they invested, let's say, 5 hours, and me who invested like tons of time in it. The same as, let's say, with tennis or any other sport, those people who are professionals, they also invested a lot of time and effort in it. If you want to achieve your goal, you should change your mindset, your identity, and your habits. All of these things to change that way that will lead you to your goal. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips useful, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more. I'm also interested to listen to your feedback. Are there any other topics that you would like me to share my experience or knowledge with? Please let me know in the comments.